in this video, I am sharing my recipe for my homemade chicken noodle soup. It is so basic, it's so easy. However, every time I Snapchat about it, I get an overwhelming amount of people asking for the recipe. So, although there are probably 100,000 renditions of this in cookbooks and on the internet, I'm gonna just share with you mine. It's just a recipe that I've been making for a long time. It's something that we have come to really enjoy in the fall. It's a crowd pleaser in my home. Everybody loves it, and I like making it because it's really simple and fast. It comes together really easily. You can do things in between while it's cooking on the stove. Cooks throughout the day while the guys are watching football. I can get stuff done around the house that I need to. I always love having it in my fridge as leftovers throughout the week if I want to have lunch or give the kids lunch, and also reheat for dinner. It makes a ton of broth, and I usually store my leftover broth in a huge mason jar in my fridge, which becomes a really great head start ingredient if I want to make rice throughout the week. Sometimes I'll use chicken stock, or I could just make this again, or really simply just take any other pasta that you already have, heat up the broth and add the pasta for some just easy chicken broth soup if your kids aren't feeling well, or you just want to get warmed up one day. And it's always better to have homemade. I hope that you guys will try it. I just realized this is the first video I did in our new kitchen, so I'm really excited. If you want more cooking videos, especially easy ones like this, definitely let me know. If you end up making it, come back and let me know how it goes. Maybe this will become a staple in your home every Sunday as well. So let's jump in.
To start out, I use about 2 celery stalks, 2 carrots, half of an onion, and 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, and I just clean everything really well, peel the carrots. I don't mince or chop anything, I just throw the garlic cloves in whole, and I just kind of quarter the celery just so it fits in the pot a little bit easier. I usually get about a 4 to 6 pound organic whole chicken, whatever I can find at my local grocery store. Fill a pot with water enough to cover the chicken about 1 inch, and then I just put in my carrots, my celery, my onions, and my garlic cloves. I also add some fresh parsley if I have it, and then I salt and pepper the water, and then turn the gas up to medium to high, and I just let it go, let it boil, and I cook the chicken in the broth for about an hour to an hour and a half. In the meantime, I clean another 2 stalks of celery and peel and cut up 2 more carrots and the other half of the onion and some more garlic. And the thing I love about this recipe is you can do this at any time. So I usually do it right away just because I'm in the kitchen, but you can definitely do this for later. This is going to be the vegetables in your soup, so I just like kind of getting it out of the way. I make sure to check on my chicken throughout the hour to hour and a half that it's cooking, and I just give it a turn every so often, make sure that it's getting cooked all the way through, and if there's any chunks in the water of fat or chicken fat or anything, I'll pull those out. And then once the time is up, I just take the chicken and put it in a bowl, and any of the vegetables, or like I said, strain out any of the fat that's come to the surface. There's normally not that much, but I put everything into this bowl, and you're left with a big pot of homemade chicken stock. This is the point where you can store this in your refrigerator if you want to make the chicken soup another night or just have extra broth made. You're pretty much done here, but I'm going to continue on and complete the soup. I just got another pot on the stove, and this is where I'm going to boil my pasta. Once you're ready to get your soup started, you just want to make your pot nice and hot, and then I throw in my carrots, onions, celery, and garlic, and season those with salt and pepper, and just cook them until the onions are translucent and the veggies are starting to get a little soft. Now comes my favorite part, or should I say least favorite part, of shredding the chicken. And for this soup, we only really use the white meat from the chicken breast, but obviously the entire chicken, the dark meat and the white meat, is edible, so it just depends what you and your family like, but in our home, we all pretty much prefer the white meat. So I just kind of take the breast apart and shred it, and just have another bowl set aside for all of my shredded white meat. Here I shred the chicken even more. And here I am adding my broth to my vegetables. As you can see, it's already boiling, and you just want to cook the vegetables a little bit longer in the broth. Once your water is boiling, go ahead and add your pasta. We really like the egg noodles, but feel free to use whatever pasta you want. Salt your water, and I like to cook the pasta separately from in the broth, because I just find that if you cook it in the broth, it kind of soaks up all your broth. After your pasta's cooked, you're pretty much done. And in our house, everybody is different. Some of us like a lot of pasta, some of us like more chicken, so I tend to keep everything separate. If it was just me, I would throw it all together, but we just kind of keep everything separate. And then I love a big handful of parsley and some grated Parmesan cheese, and voila.
So that's it, super easy. I do this kind of around 1, 2 o'clock on a Sunday. I let it cook for a couple hours, and then if you just make everything ahead of time, like if you chop everything ahead of time, it just comes together really quickly. You just have to basically cook the vegetables until they're soft, the chicken's done, the pasta takes no time at all, and then you just kind of throw it together and it's there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Mix Venetian Red and Love Letter, which are these two, and I'm gonna do some blush with those colors, which I think is kind of amazing.